You mentioned earlier, anecdotally, we're an American company doing business in Africa.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly? Are you governed in any way or influenced in any way by US foreign policy in the decisions you make and the countries you go to?
When I first became CEO of GE, I used to describe GE as just a global company, right? A global company, you know, global markets, blah, blah, blah. And we are a global company. But there's a sense of lawlessness that goes with that, right? There's a sense that you're above it all when you say that. And I actually think people in different countries, they get turned off by it, right? So about 5 or 10 years, you know, maybe 6 or 5 years ago, I started saying, look, we're an American company, but for us to be successful, we have to win in every corner of the world. And I just think that's more honest. I think it's more straightforward. It's true. And I say the same thing. You know, look, there's probably no American company that, both from an admiration standpoint, but also gets criticized for being a global company in Washington, D.C., more than GE. You know, so we feel the brunt of it in our own country because every job isn't in the U.S. Every leader isn't in the U.S. Every investment isn't in the U.S. And so we kind of feel like we've, you know, struck the happy medium so that nobody likes us, or everybody likes us, maybe, I don't know.
I asked this question, and you're all right, it's loaded. What do you make of Chinese investments? Because China's become the largest trader, growing in profile, bidding for exactly the same contracts that you'd be bidding for as an entity, and more so as an American entity, probably also with the limitations of American protocols on governance and democracy and those sorts of issues.
Look, I just think it's the state of, we don't mind competition, and we don't mind Chinese competition. The basis on which we compete is different than the basis on which the Chinese government competes. And we try to play to our strengths, local investment, local training, things like that. But, you know, look, business in China is complicated. They're big customers there. We do business in Africa with a lot of the Chinese EPCs in Africa. And we compete with China South Rail or other companies, and that's okay by me, and I think it's also okay for the Chinese government. Now, and I think, look, we're trying with all of you to bring the best of who we are in Africa. So we're bringing, you know, what we say in the US is we're bringing our A game to Africa. We're leaving no stone unturned. You're going to see the best of who we are, and we're going to do okay here. I'm quite confident we can do okay here. But when I'm in Washington, I'm constantly harping on, we need the U.S. more present in the continent. That basically, you know, we can do a better job if the U.S. is more present here. We're more competitive here. We act like we care more. And so we benefit when the U.S. government is just more engaged in Africa. I think the President's Summit is a good first step, but it can't be the last step from a standpoint of what we do here.
We've heard a lot about you as a leader of a global entity. We don't know much about you as a man. And so what I'm going to do is ask you a set of questions. It's in a quick-fire format.
Now I'm
You're
nervous.
aware of that?
Yeah.
You have to give me the first answer that comes to mind.
Okay.
So let's just rehearse it for a little bit, okay? What's the name on your birth certificate?
Jeffrey.
What month were you born?
February.
Okay, so
good.
you got it. What do your friends call you?
Jeff.
What does your wife call you?
Oh, God. Mr. Perfect.
On Sundays, golf or church?
Church.
For relaxation, TV or radio?
TV.
For music, jazz or soul?
Soul.
Television, news channels or Discovery Channel?
News.
Movies, action or romance?
No, not even close. Action.
Sport, football or basketball?
American football. Somebody once asked me, I was in India doing a town hall, And somebody asked me, what's the toughest part about running a global company? And I said, pretending to give a shit about soccer. so that's, I'm an American football guy myself. So.
Okay, respect. Fashion, jeans or chinos?
Jeans.
Tie, red or blue?
Red.
Holidays, mountains or the beach?
Mountains.
Financial management, cash or credit card?
Cash.
Cities, Rio or Cape Town?
Cape Town.
Food, steak or vegan?
Oh, gosh, I'm going to have to go with steak.
Planes, Boeing or Airbus?
Oh. No comment.
Cars, Mercedes or Cadillac?
Lexus. Yeah.
Wife's birthday, diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds. Yeah.
Your favorite song?
Oh, gosh, Allman Brothers, Whipping Post.
Your favorite book?
Biography of Truman.
Your most trusted news source? Be careful. Look me in the eyes.
I'd have to say.
Look me in the eyes.
It used to be
CNN or BBC?
It used to be CNBC, but now it's BBC.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey Immelt.